Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Muhammad Dawis Daniel bin Abdul Razak. My matrix number is 08DEP21F1058. I would like to introduce my members. Is Muhammad Faiz Zaim bin Muhammad Zairi 08DEP21F1078. Muhammad Afiq bin Suhaizan 08DEP21F1073. And lastly, Muhammad Yusri bin Ash'ari 08DEP21F1065. First of all, thank you for watching our video. We want to present about differentiation. Theory. Differentiation is a mathematical process of finding the derivative or rate of change of a function. In contrast to the abstract nature of the theory behind it, the practical technique of differentiation can be carried out by purely algebra manipulation using three basics: derivative, for rules of operation, and a knowledge of how to manipulate function. The three basic derivatives are: firstly, for algebra function, d in bracket x the power of n in bracket equal n x the power of n minus 1, in which n is any real number. Secondly, for trigonometric function, d in bracket sin x bracket equal cos x, and d in bracket cos x in bracket equal minus sin x. And lastly, for exponential function, d in bracket e the power of x bracket equal e the power of x.
Differentiation in real life. Differentiation is a process of finding a function that outputs the rate of change of one variable with respect to another variable. Differentiation allows us to find rate of change. For example, it allows us to find the rate of change of velocity with respect to time, which is acceleration. It also allows us to find the rate of change of x with respect to y, which on a graph of y against x is the gradient of the curve. Application of derivative in real life. To calculate the profit and loss in business using graph. To check the temperature variation. To determine the speed or distance covered such as miles per hour, kilometer per hour. Derivatives are used to derive many equations in physics.
Okay, after all that explanation, let's get down to the question. Okay, first, find dy over du when y equal to x the power of 2 plus 3x and u equal to 4x plus 1. Okay, then applying the rules of differentiation. The derivative of a composite function can be obtained by applying the chain rule of differentiation. For example, if we have a function like w equal to f in the bracket of x equal to g in the bracket of u, then the derivative of the function w with respect to u is given as dy over du equal to dy over dx dot dx over du. Some formulas of differentiation that are generally utilized to differentiate function are listed below. Okay, first, dc over dx equal to 0, where c is constant value. Then d over dx, x the power of n, equal to nx the power of n minus 1. This is power rule of differentiation. Okay, then I will pass it to Faizain to give the answer.
Okay, so for the answer and explanation, given y equal x2 plus 3x, u equal 4x plus 1, require dy per du equal question marks. So for the solution for this question is dy per du equal dy per dx dot dx per du. Applying the chain rule, dy per du equal d per dx open bracket x2 plus 3x close bracket dot d per du open bracket u minus 1 per 4 close bracket. Substitute the respective functions u equal for x plus 1 to x equal u minus 1 per 4. dy per du equal open bracket 2x plus 3 open bracket 1 close bracket and close bracket dot open bracket 1 minus 0 per 4 close bracket. dy per du equal open bracket 2x plus 3 close bracket dot 1 per 4. dy per du minus dy per du equal 2x plus 3 per 4. That's all for answer and explanation. Thank you.
And finally, we will come to the end. But before we end it, there's a learning outcomes that I want to share with you guys. So, at the end of this presentation, we learn about, first, learn some applications involving rates of change. Second, develop new rule of differential calculus called the chain rule. Third, this rule is important for related rates and indispensable when we have to use trigonometry and exponential functions. Fourth, and finally, learn to solve equation use trigonometry and differentiation. Okay, I think that's all from us, and that's all the presentation was. So, thank you for listening for our presentation, and have a nice day.